Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream this evening. I hope you are all doing very well. I hope that today has been, will be, or currently is very good for you. Did struggle to remember what tenses I was working on there. It's gotten very chilly here in the UK. It's gotten very chilly and the vehicles have gotten much louder, apparently. But otherwise, other than that, things are not too bad indeed. Howdy, hello, howdy, 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 howdy. Good evening to you, Sam, our Lord and Xavier. How are you doing? I hope you are well today. How has your day been? How are you? Nay, another fantastic contribution to the Bendy and the Ink Machine Challenge. Bonsoir to you. How are you, Nay? I hope you're well. Sean coming in as well. Evenly matched, you two. 16,000 each. That ain't a bad innings. And we are almost halfway. 49%. Ayop. How are you all doing, guys? How's your day been? How was yesterday as well? My apologies for not streaming yesterday. Have I missed it? No, not yet. Good evening to you, Jay. How are you? My apologies, as I was saying, for not streaming yesterday. I got caught up at work. As some people may or may not know, I work in a bar, and currently in the UK, those are closed. However, reopening soon, and whilst I was in work yesterday, I had it more or less confirmed that myself, my housemate, we work together. We are going to basically be in charge of the place completely when we reopen in May. Our boss is leaving, and so we are going back to work in charge of a pub, which means there's a lot of stuff to sort out. So we got stuck with having to figure out some of the ins and outs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, caught up does also mean like having a drink as well. Why not? There's a load of out-of-date stock that needs to go. So while we were fine-tuning some stuff, we had to, get rid of some of the stock as well. All good. We're about to eat dinner. Chicken fajitas. Nice. Hope you're okay. I am well. I am very well. Steesto, good evening to you, friend. How are you today? All is well. Like I say, yesterday there was just a lot of stuff to work out and stuff that needed to be drank, and so we had to get some work going on that. And it won't be the first time. However, I think you're allowed to live your life for now. Tell me about it. But we should be. I think our next meeting to catch up on all that sort of stuff is on Monday, which is not a stream day anyway, so it'll be fine. Anyways, let's get down into it. Hopefully this will actually work, because it might not. In which case there's been a whole heap of hype for absolutely no reason. We are beginning a project today that I have dubbed ATTR. Hype, indeed. Sean and Nay reckon they have a good idea of what we're going to be doing. And I think now's the time to see whether or not that was accurate. I'm intrigued to know. You guys say you know what we're up to. Oh, excuse me, what do you think it is? Oh gosh, there comes my dinner. What do you think it is? Just whilst I try and get everything fine-tuned right here. Abiding to true reality. We think TR stands for Tomb Raider. Ooh. What did I have? I have leftovers, as per usual. Alright, let's hope for the best. It's DOSBox. It's on Steam. It's IDOS. And I need to work out how to make it full screen without having it crash. Because it's It's not ideal. Please? Here we go. The video does look as grainy as it's coming across for you. I can tell you that much. Can't even tell what that is because of the video compression. Imperial Hotel, Calcutta. Present day.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great. Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natler does. From
Good
Natler
evening, Morgan.
Technologies. You know, creator of all things bright and beautiful.
What used to be present day. Exactly.
Seal it, Larson.
It's now the past, but it was present day at the time
Feast
of
your
release
eyes
in the
on this,
past.
Laura. How does that make your wallet rumble?
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Then you'll like a big park. Peru. Vast mountain ranges to cover. Sheer walls of ice. Rocky crags, savage winds. And there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical powers buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest. You could leave tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
Please work. Isn't it iconic? It's so good. Oh, but now we don't get the rest of it. Demo mode. Evening to you, Morgan. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. Thank you for the bits. Congratulations to Nay and Sean. It is indeed Tomb Raider. ATTR stands for all the Tomb Raiders. We have discussed it on stream, so it's perhaps no surprise that some people knew that it was coming. Steam was selling every single game, every single Tomb Raider game ever released for PC for 40 quid. Even the new ones, yeah. So we got the original 6 from Core Design, the 3 from the reboot trilogy, Anniversary, Legend, and Underworld. Not necessarily in that order. And the newest 3 from Square Enix. Tomb Raider as a franchise turns 25 this year. The first game was released in October 1996. And so I figured, as a way of celebrating 25 years of incredible game design, it'd be cool to play every single PC-released Tomb Raider game. It also comes with a bunch of other odds and ends and DLCs and stuff as well that we're going to look forward to getting into. I also haven't played them all. I've never played this Tomb Raider. I played a couple from each group, but I've never played through all of them, start to finish, so I figured it would be a good way to do that as well. And what better way to start a journey in Tomb Raider than visiting Lara's mansion. We're still not out of the woods yet. I just really, really hope that levels load. Another cutscene. That's good news. That was such a 1996 PlayStation cutscene.
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour.
Hey, there we go. It's come through as well. It is a very good price. I'm not playing the Game Boy games, no, nor the PSP games, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, but that's just a limitation of Steam. I can't help with that. So here we are. Generation
Use the
1.
direction keys to go into the music room.
Oh. Generation 1 Lara Croft has a very crusty and badly compressed voice. Press the direction keys to make it to the music room. Oh, this is brilliant. Alrighty. Why is there a chessboard on the ceiling? Where else would you keep it? It's for the big brain chess players. Dialogue is quiet. Okay. I can't necessarily turn the sound up, because if I tab out, it will crash.
Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button. Now press it again and quickly press one of the directions and I'll jump that way.
There we go. Easy. Did you want to change the title of the stream? Oh, yeah, I probably could do. Actually, I may have to do that off of my phone, though, because, like I say, I can't tab out to do it. That's fine, though. If we get all of the, if we just get all of the teething troubles out of the way now, then the next ones will be infinitely smoother. What I don't want now is for my stream to start coming out through my phone, and then you start getting all sorts of other stuff. So, title. All, capital letters please, All the Tomb Raiders. Part 1. And, of course, you got to change the game over as well. Currently it's set up as being retro. I can't change that, though. On my phone, I can change it to the names of other streamers, but I can't change it to the game that we're playing. So there we go. Don't you have a chessboard on your ceiling? Everybody does. I don't. But I don't need a chessboard on my ceiling because mine is sloped, and that's a different gimmick altogether. Alright. You know what? The tank controls are fine. A lot of people have issues with tank controls. But these games, for the most part, had them sewn together quite well. Look at these chunky polygons.
Ah, the main hall. Sorry about the crates. I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
Sorry about the crates. I'm having some storage troubles and the delivery people haven't been yet. Keyboard and mouse? Literally just keyboard. You got
Run
up
to the
arrow.
crate, and while still pressing forward, press action and I'll vault up onto it.
We got the up arrow to run forwards, right to turn right, left to turn left, back to jump backwards. Just like that. And it seems that Lara Croft has the Ark of the Covenant just in her front porch. I haven't had access to my Flintstones vitamin gummies, so I have no ceiling chess games as of late. Need to get back on board with that. Gonna lurk, so I've got a bit of housework to do. No problem. Thank you, Morgan, and thank you for your contribution. That has taken us to over halfway there, and living on a prayer for our Bendy and the Ink Machine stream at some point. Alright. Now, I don't think the house is as fleshed out as it was in later games, so this shouldn't take us too long. We're just doing a little bit of exploration just to get used to how things are. I don't even think we can go outside in the first game. Let's practice climbing on crates. I need the action button, which normally is control. There we go. Just to practice. Oh, that was an awful grunt. Lara got her grunts nailed down in the later games where she just went, eh. As opposed to in this one where she went,
This used to be the ballroom, but I've converted it into my own personal gym. What do you think?
What do I think?
I don't actually run everywhere. When I want to be careful, I walk. Hold down the walk button and walk to the white line. With
Gotcha.
the walk button down, I won't fall off even if you try to. If you want to look around, press and hold the look button. Then press in the direction you want to look.
There we go. I think we've sussed the controls out. I'm a Tomb Raider veteran. I know some of these controls, no problem. But why would
If the jump
you...
is too far for me, I can grab the ledge and save myself from a nasty fall. Press forward and I'll climb up.
Perfect. Why would you get rid of your ballroom for an assault course like that? Actually, you know what? I think I'd rather have an assault course like this. And Sam as well, I just see that. Thank you for your contribution as well.
Then let go of walk and tap backwards to give me a run up.
Can...
Press forward and almost immediately press and hold the jump button. I won't actually jump until the last minute.
She's so smart.
Right, this is a really big one. So do a running jump exactly as before, except while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button to make me grab the ledge. Nice.
We're good. We got it sussed. I wonder if Lara can dive in this game. She can in other ones. We'll have to see.
Try to vault up here.
Okay.
I can't climb up because the gap is too small.
I see that.
But press right and I'll shimmy sideways until there is room. Then press forward.
This looks like there's room. Up she goes.
Tap backwards and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button and I'll grab the ledge on the way down.
There we go. I think that's the assault course nice and complete. Super simple, super easy, no drama whatsoever. Jay bought a bonsai. Jay bought a bonsai tree today. Oh, very nice.
And the directions move me around underwater.
How big do you reckon you can grow it? I know they're not massive trees, but they could grow that big. They can grow big. All right, time for a dive. She does dive! Brilliant. Oh. And out we go.
Ah, air. Just scoot forward. Right. Now I'd better take off these wet clothes.
Yes. There we go. That's the training level. Better take off these wet clothes. And that's it. Dive off the balcony. I mean, I think you've got to. Given how there's no butler in this first game to lock in the freezer, it would seem.
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guide. Use the direction keys to go into the
assume
room.
That the only amount of fun you can have here in Lara's house in the first instance
let's do some tumbling.
Is to
the main hall. Sorry about the crowd.
Dive off the balcony.
I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
Geronimo! It's so sadistic and so sad, but the bone crunch is very satisfying. Christ! Taking name recommendations. Oh, was that an exclamation of Christ as for what happened to Lara, or a name suggestion for the bonsai tree? Because you could call your bonsai tree Christ. I'm just gonna go and water Christ. And there's only one kind of water that's good enough. You know it, and I know it. Doesn't give you much time on the menu, does it? You have to shout it every time. Christ! I like Barney the bonsai. The only thing I ever did in this game. Let's dive in. There's nothing else for us to do other than actually just start the game, and I cannot wait. Show me the game. I can only apologise for the quality of these cutscenes. I'm not sure how to improve the quality without breaking it. The advantage is that when we get round to Tomb Raider Anniversary, you'll need to stick around with the channel until then to be able to see these cutscenes in full glorious HD. Because Anniversary was just a remake of this game. I had Bonnie the bonsai. I like Barney. I'd call it Cage! Barney is a bonsai tree from your imagination. Water it and take care of it and proceed to germination. Kage. Uh-oh. Means shadow in Japanese. Oh, okay. Oh, this is so 1996. You can just tell. Has it aged well? Not really. Does that matter? Not really. Hey, we're into a level! Alright, okay. Things are progressing. We are probably going to need to be hot on our saves, just in case of crashes. I'm reluctant to point it out, but I feel like we should just get it out of the way now. Those are some very, very pointy. Her cleavage is very sharp and angular. Raucous polygons. Now that's a good name for a bonsai tree. Getting dangerously close to a Japanese learning stream. I'll be down for it. Okay, so we were climbing a mountain with a Sherpa, and then our Sherpa was killed by leopards. And now here we are. We have guns, which we didn't have. At least, kind of guns. Those are... Look at the shape on those. Wolves is probably a better name for what those were. It's kind of tough to tell with the video compression. I will stream Duolingo, don't tempt me. I've thought about doing that, you know? Use it as a bit of motivation for learning a language, because otherwise I never would. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Didn't quite anticipate that. Okay. Well, this is fine. Coming out of the gate swinging there with our first trap of the game, right as we start. What is our inventory state at the moment? Nothing. We have a compass, and we have our pistols, which have unlimited ammunition. They're very polite. They're okay. Aha! Up here? Is that where we need to go? I'm going to presume so. We'll come back to it. If you do Japanese, let me know. Need to get some down before I go next year. Probably not even sharp. They're just flinging wooden twigs at us. Okay. So... I know that she looked up towards that other ledge, but I don't know if that's the way we need to go, or if that was indicative of where there may be a secret. So I'm going to start with the way she didn't look, because that may be more indicative of a secret. Are there even secrets for us to find? That is a question. Oh, yeah, we got a bring. That little chime noise means secret. So the more of those we find, the better, maybe? I don't think there's actually any tracked statistics in this game. In the later games, they would track how many secrets you'd found, how many bullets you've fired, all that kind of stuff. So maybe in this game they exist purely as a way of finding extra equipment. But I don't know. As I say, this is... Oh, bats. Do we need to... Yeah, okay, I thought so. We need to get these out. Any more? I'm sure I saw a third. Not interested, though. Yeah, so I've never played the first Tomb Raider games, so I'm a little unfamiliar with this game's specific mechanics. Very familiar with how Tomb Raider works as a whole, but this one specifically, I'm not too sure on. Oh, she can do the roll as well. That's great. Oh, there's that bat. Got it. Don't want to get Peruvian coronavirus. Any kind of coronavirus we don't want to get. And of course, remember, this is set in the in the present day, according to that introductory cutscene. May not have been able to tell because of the really grainy video, but it is set in the present day. If you can believe it. I don't want to shame her. Or her model, I guess, but that's a very pulled back hairline right there. She's just got her hair tied up into a bun as opposed to the trademark ponytail. I think you can definitely tell this was the first entry in the game series. Alright, what have we got now? See, I really like these kinds of games. These kind of like really clunky polygonal environments are really kind of endearing in a way. Tiger? There may be tigers. Spoiler alert, the first level of the second game contains tigers, so it's entirely plausible. You may also notice as well a distinct lack of soundtrack. This game doesn't have a soundtrack for levels, it just has atmosphere, which is really good as well. I'm glad to not have as much as I love a soundtrack, I'm glad not to have a distracting one for the sake of there just being one. It's a very good decision. I don't think they quite had hair down at that time. I think that must be what it was. They didn't quite have the physics engine in place to be able to create a floppy ponytail like she was able to have in the later games. You knew where everything sat in their game. Exactly. Grid-based mechanics worked so well for this time. You got to do block pushing puzzles. They're so much easier if you're moving on a grid rather than just free roam, as it was in some of the later games. It sounds like she's heaving herself up and then begins choking on a rock. Okay, what do we got? Some stones on the floors. I've got a gate that looks like it wants to open and lead us somewhere, but it's not going to right now. So maybe we need to find a way to do that. This takes me back. This is filling me with nostalgia. Even though I've never played this game, it's filling me with nostalgia for the second game, which is a game that I have a lot of experience with and know very, very well indeed. I've played it several times myself. I was uploading it to YouTube before the CD I was using broke. And it's one of the first games I actually remember from my childhood. I'd stand behind my dad and watch him play Tomb Raider 2 because I wasn't old enough to really understand how it works, so I just watched him play it, and it takes me back. Yeah, you cross the bridge. Are these wolves alive? Indeed they are. Well, let's try and dispose of this in a safe way. There we go. No point senselessly endangering ourselves. What's the first game any of you completed? Ooh. So the first game I'd say the first game I ever completed was Monty on the Run, a very old Commodore 64 ZX Spectrum platforming game. But I completed it with cheats. It was such a difficult game that it was really tough to beat legitimately. What is this? can't interact with it anyway, so we'll just ignore it. So yeah, it was probably that. However, the first game I ever completed legitimately, I would probably say, is maybe Super Mario World? Before I was aware of the special world in that game. When I became aware of the special zone in that game, it opened up a whole different heap of fish in a kettle. The wolves are no longer alive. First game I probably completed by myself was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, that would be cool to play. Is that the one where you have to kind of like draw the spell symbols without going over the lines? That'd be cool. Probably a Mario game or the first DKC. Both very good shouts. Gotta head off to Noms and Lasagna. Catch you all in a mo. Alrighty. Catch you in a bit, Sam. Lasagne. Buzzing for Hogwarts Legacy. What's Hogwarts Legacy? Lasagne, you say? Lasagne, you stay. Got there in the end. Flipendo! That was another game that I only ever watched over people's shoulders. That was kind of how I preferred to... Oh, this was the way we came. That was kind of how I preferred to experience games when I was younger. I was more than happy to just watch people play rather than have a go myself. And I'd say maybe that's still true to a point. Like, if I... In the year... when was it? In the year 2019 BC, 2019 before Corona, whenever I was go round to somebody's house or whatever, I was much happier watching them game than actually taking over and doing it myself. It's kind of the way it always was. And, you know, I presume is still going to be as well. Conscious of making myself look like a fool, so I'd rather not. Oh yes, put a trailer in the DC. Somebody want a link to that as well, just in case there are any new people who have joined the stream for the first time this evening. We do have a Discord that you can come and hang out with. If you are enjoying as well, maybe... Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus! It's a bear! Okay. First death. And I don't know if that was at the hands of the bat or the bear. Okay, well, remember how I said we'd probably have to be careful with our save games? Let's just start again from the very beginning. But yeah, if anyone's hanging out on the stream for the first time, please do consider giving the follow button a tap. Come along, join in with the TAC Pack. We stream more or less 4 times a week. Darn motorbikes. And I don't get why. Why are motorbikes back here? There's not enough room. It'd be, anyway, bringing it back to the shameless shilling, it'd be wonderful to have you come along and hang out with us. Thank you very much for all the links right there. Okay, we get our secret again. We know that this exists. So we get ourselves a health kit. Maybe this would have been useful up against the bear. Having said that, it was a bear. So I don't really know if it would have saved our lives that much. The advantage we have is now we at least know what we're doing, where we're going, and how to deal with everything we've encountered so far. So hopefully it should be a breeze to get through. Go on, Lara, you can do better than that. I know I can't be the only one who does this in video games, but as you're running, you jump because it gives you the impression that you're moving through the game faster. Like, I don't think Lara's moving any quicker. And that's the other thing as well, is if you jump and fall further, you've then got the time waste where you land and she bends her knees, because that's the proper way to land. speedrunning strats, you've got to run and jump, except for in those kinds of instances where you don't have to run and jump. There's only so much that a few bandages can do against a bear attack. You are absolutely correct. I saw the aftermath of a bear attack on an elk whilst I was in Canada, and bandages weren't really gonna help that elk out too much. I mean, even if I was there for the actual attack, I don't think I'd have been able to patch up the elk's wounds. And even if I was able to patch up the elk's wounds, I probably wouldn't have done, purely for the fact that then I wouldn't have enough bandages left to patch up my own wounds after the bear set its sights on me. Also, I know very little about human anatomy, let alone actually learning about the anatomy of an elk. I am not a veterinary expert. Nor indeed a human medical expert either. Have you heard from Rach much recently? Yes. Yeah. I chatted to Rach every now and then. More often than not, Rach is lurking in the streams these days. But to the best of my knowledge, Rach is doing okay. I think it's a similar sort of position in that, again, we're both in hospitality. Both of our jobs are kind of reopening at different times, so we're both busy at different times for different lengths of time and stuff like that. Doctor. Yeah, one of those human medical experts. A doctor. Yeah, one of those, that's right. And good idea, let's drop down a save. Caves 1. That's a good spot to be in. I think next we're going to move on to Caves 2, and then after that we move down to the Depths 1, then the Depths 2, followed on by Womb 1, Womb 2, then probably up to the Cathedral, and then finally to the Chest. Possibly onto the Delirium floor if the portal opens. Excuse me, someone put Binding of Isaac in my Tomb Raider, and I don't like it. Oh, darn it! She didn't catch the ledge like I thought she would. Where's the bear? There's the bear! Okay, well, now we know what we're doing. We can take down a bear. If you can take down a bear, you can fix a board. If you can fix a board, you can fix a bike. If you can fix a bike, you can fix a helicopter. It's a similar state of escalation, let's be honest. Ooh, there's a unique floor tile there. And in these kinds of games, that normally indicates pressure plates. Danger. Something opened. Hello? Secret? Or way forward? That's what I don't necessarily like, is when I'm offered a choice. Oh. Well, we're back here now. Okay, note to self, don't go that way. I guess there's not a way back up from the bear enclosure. And so this is your way back if you fall down there to the bear. Talking of way back, this way I think. So, as I kind of alluded to earlier, I've not played all of the Tomb Raider games, and my experience with the... Lara... My experience... Yeah, okay, so this is just actually the way back up if you fall. Gotcha. My experience with the most recent Tomb Raider games is minimal, at best. And It's because this is the kind of Tomb Raider that I really, really love, and I think captures the series the best. It's just Lara in an empty tomb, empty caverns, fighting off against nature, and just trying to survive. The only sounds are her footsteps and just the atmosphere, the ambience. And I think it's really good. What I would potentially say is that actually the ambient soundtrack is quite in your face in this game. It's just all sound effects and it's just all there. And I think in later games they dialed it back a little bit and the games were better for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear a beast. Okay. Don't put them away! Okay. We need to have much better health management if we're going to continue forwards in this game. Because right now, we ain't doing so well. What I should try and work out, and we won't know this for a little while yet, but whether or not items carry between levels. I see this here. This looks hidden enough to be a secret. And sure enough, lo and behold, we get the chimes that indicate that it was and it is. And it's a large health kit. Thank you. I'll take one of these. Good. So, we are recovering some health. You know what? Do I need to use a health pack? Possibly, yeah. Our health isn't too great. Let's use one. Oh, what a satisfying sigh. You just don't get too much of that anymore. Use a health pack and oh, here we go. Oh, well, now I feel totally justified in using one then. If it's given us another one, that's perfect. But yeah, we won't know if items carry until we move from this level to the next one. If I feel like they do. They did in the later games. So I feel like they do carry from level to level, but we'll have to see. Okay, that opens that. Can I make this in one jump? I cannot. Can I climb up? I cannot. Oh, this is going to be so fly. I've got time for extra maneuvers. And look at that. The gate ain't even ready to close yet. That's how you do it. Points for style! The game giveth with one hand and doth taketh with the othereth. Okay, well, now we know. And when you know, you know. You know? This time, no messing. That's what you get for showing off. 100%. This time, we're just going to do it first time. Because that's when it works every time. And even then, there's only a 50% chance of that. Okay, these ominous stairways normally mean bad news in games like this. And what did I tell you? More hidden arrow traps. You can't kid a kidder. When I tell you have a big stairway and it means something ominous, you best believe I know what I'm talking about. Admittedly, I was expecting boulders to come crashing down and chase after me. Not hidden arrow traps, but still. Oh! Wobbly floor? Is this going to fall through? It looks weak. It looks like it'll do that. And sure enough, it certainly does. Well, now, where are we? Oh, wait, have we been here before? Is this somewhere we've already been? It's the other side of the gate. Perfect. Okay. Now I know where we are. And where that is in relation to where we were. Now we can figure out a way forward. I want to carry on exploring up here before I go down. just in case. Gonna keep the old guns drawn as well. It's quite a good rule of thumb in these games is, if you're not doing anything, just have your guns out. That way you're always ready for danger. It can also give you some early warning as well, if you round a corner, but the camera isn't quite caught up yet. See? Always ready. Always ready. But yeah, if the camera hasn't caught up and you go around a corner and then she goes, you know you're in trouble. You know you need to just smack the button and get going. Because otherwise you're going to get mauled by some sort of creature. That opens the big stone doors. I'm going to bet that those are on a timer. And as a result, we'll need to be quick. We don't need to worry about going back up that way because we've done that. Here they are. Let's go. Take me forwards. Hey! We did it! Level 1 complete. 13 kills, 6 pickups. We did miss a secret. Unfortunate. But at least that also confirms that we are having statistics tracked, which is good to know. Alright, well, onwards to level 2. Let's see if our items carry. I'm assuming they are. I'm assuming that the next level just carries on directly from here. Basically. Certainly it does, and indeed we have kept our items as well. Marvellous. Okay. Lead me onwards. Sun's out, guns out. All these wolves are just... Oh, hello. Oh, there's a lot of them, though. But that's what they get. Jay, don't look. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. One of Jay's favourite animals is the wolf. Sorry about this. They started, though. They're coming after me. You could argue I've started it by infiltrating their tomb, and therefore their home. And they have a right to defend it. However, my survival is more important than theirs. Because if I don't survive, there is no video game. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I'm going to have to veto this stream. Just put it on mute. Or you could... Actually, no. Leave it on, but just minimize the window. Do something else. Depends what you want. Would you rather see the wolves die or hear them die? Okay, I've got a keyhole that I need a key for. Oh, I tell you what. Let's do something sensible with our lives and make a save. We'll do a new slot. Just in case of bugs. It's always good to use new slots as and when you need to. Especially in these older games where they're a bit less stable and things can go wrong very, very easily. Which do you like more? Oh, hello, sir. Where is it? There we go. Which do you like more, your left arm or your right arm? Currently my right arm, because it's the only one that's tattooed. And so for me to... Assuming that the follow-up question is... Which one would you like to lose? Then the left arm's got to go rather than the right arm. Mostly because I am right-handed. But also because the right arm is tattooed, and... Mostly the reason is if I lose my right arm, that's quite a lot of money that I've wasted. Always rotate your saves. Sick 'em, boy! Yeah, alright. I mean, that's the thing. This is going to be a very weird question to ask. So... Be prepared. But... Would it be weird, right? If I were to... I mean, this is a weird subject area to be going down into, but if I were to lose my right arm, Would it be weird if I asked to keep it preserved, like put it in a pickle jar and preserve it? But would it be weird to ask to keep it? Purely from the point of view, like, I'd have to say to the doctor, well, look, it's got the tattoos on there. Like, I'd quite like to... I've spent money on those. I still want them. Ah, yeah, never mind asking the question. Medical professional right here. They would not... No, it's a bear! They would not let you keep it. Why not? Yeah, I have two questions. Firstly, why would they not let me keep it? Secondly, would they let me cut the... would they cut off the tattoos so I could keep the... This is so gross, but like, if so I could keep the artwork. Not your arm anymore? DNA begs to disagree. It's still my arm. It still belonged to me. No, and also no. But I want, like, well... I mean, I know the answer to this is going to be no as well, but would the NHS reimburse me for the cost of these tattoos? Like I'm at a loss here. Also, I'm only stopped here because the bear looks really goofy. Ooh. Moral of the story, don't lose your arm. Well, yeah, I know that. But sometimes it's not always within your control. Yes? What do you mean yes? The NHS would pay me money for my tattoos? Because technically they're stealing the arm from me. Technically it's theft. They're depriving me of my property with the intention of keeping it, which is theft. And so if they're going to do that, I deserve to be compensated in some way. And if they're not going to let me keep that which is rightfully mine, rightfully, because it's my right arm. If they're not going to let me keep what is rightfully mine, then I should be reimbursed for it. And seeing as how there's pieces of artwork on there, the total a couple of £100, like I deserve that money back, surely. Okay, I think I've been more or less everywhere in this section, first of all. The only bits that I'm missing are the water, and there's a lever on the wall over there. So I'm going to start with the lever, I think. Sorry, it's tough. I'm just... Oh! Talking of keeping bits of skin, what... what are these? Okay, ooh, don't like that angle. Look, I'm just... I get it, life is not fair. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know, can you repeat the question? Life is unfair, I know that. Sometimes you've got to have a limb cut off, and that means that if you've had it tattooed, you've got to do without. I guess that's the risk you take. Which they don't put on the waiver when you get a tattoo, by the way. Oh, beautifully done. But like, if there's a way to preserve it, which there very evidently is, like, even if it meant having to pay the hospital a little bit to go, can I have some of my skin back because it's got artwork on it? This is so gross and so weird. Shall we move on? A tanning rack. It may have been a tanning rack. Can you insure a tattoo? I don't know. I mean, I guess that would probably be the only way. Because you can insure body parts, right? You know, like... I'm sure that, for instance, David Beckham's feet are insured. For instance. But I don't really know what that means. Like, if he's got to have his feet cut off, then someone has to pay him a ton of money to do so? What are these? I thought these were spines at first, but they're just collections of pots. Ooh! Okay. A little golden figure. I'll take it. And I see the skeleton key here as well. I'll take it. Because I guess that's the thing. If his feet are insured and he's got his feet tattooed, they then have to pay out if his feet have to get cut off. But they're probably also not going to pay for the tattoo as well. I don't know. I just feel like I should be able to keep... If I've spent money on it, I should be able to keep it. Hopefully, I'm never in a position where that is the case. Just saying, though. How do I get out of here? Did I pull this blook? Did I pull this block in the wrong direction? I think I did. I think maybe we were supposed to push it into this section right here. And then climb up. Big jump! Lara's jump won't make it that far. She won't be able to travel that far horizontally, and vertically she might actually catch that bit. I don't know though. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just push it that way. I mean, it is odd that this particular patch of land underneath the block is there if it doesn't serve a purpose. However, I think this is the way. It's just going to take some time. Give it a little, take a little, and all the rest of it. I don't really know the lyrics to that song, but we tasted it. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to see you back. I hope you're well. This is the way. Perfect. See, I've never played Tomb Raider once, so I don't know. I know the tropes of the Tomb Raider games, but I don't know what's going on with this one particularly. Just fine, thanks. Very glad to hear it. Oh, man, there was a whole civilization that lived in this little bit. Someone get these mother-ducking bats out of this gosh darn it cave that we're inhabiting. I was just requoted the Mandalorian tagline. Uh-oh. Never do that. Never do that in a Tomb Raider game, because normally that will spell your doom. In this instance it didn't, but it could have very well possibly have done. Alright, so now we have the key. Maybe now we should check out what's going on in the water supply here. What is the Mandalorian tagline? I haven't seen any of the Mandalorian yet, so I don't know anything about it. And I say yet because that implies that I'm going to get round to seeing it. It's a relatively slim chance, I'm afraid, friends. This is the way. I see. Beautiful, we're out. Always guns out first when you climb out of water. Hi. What are those? Why are those? Okay, we can't do anything in here just yet. So in that case, let's go back the other way. Bids from Sean, thank you. I'm off. Have a good stream. Might come lurk if you're still on after the football. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Enjoy the football. I hope you win. Or, you know, whatever. Just occasionally drop, this is the way, and I have spoken. If you are around people, they will nod at you knowingly. Oh, okay, there's a lever we need to pull. There's some air. I can't access the air, though, because I bet the lever opens the trapdoor, which will allow me to get some air. Lara! Lara, please, behave. Pull it. Oh my goodness, are we gonna die? Don't die! Oh no! come back. Game, come back. Game has crashed. To be expected. It was going to happen at least once. Okay? It was going to happen at least once. We can deal with it. What we can't deal with is the fact that, once again, the save was not in the optimal position. Because I'm very bad at saving in games like this. What I was going to say is, can I have the Mandalorian's "This is the way" response as an acceptable response to the "Do you know the way" meme? Do you know the way? I know the way. I have spoken. Just doing some reading. You can keep your limb under one circumstance. What is that circumstance? Here we are, the city of Vilcabamba. Da da ba ba da da Vilcabamba. Ba ba da da ba. The city of Vilcabamba. Ba ba ba. The city of a Vilcabamba. Ba da ba ba ba. The Vilcabamba. Okay. So we need to redo what we've just done. Unfortunately, my apologies. I'll try and get better at saving. It's going to take a while in this game, okay? We're going to be... This is a mistake that we're going to make several times throughout the course of our attempt to play through every single Tomb Raider game that's ever been released for PC. Pull the lever, Kronk. So yeah, what circumstance is it acceptable to keep a limb if a doctor has to cut it off? Wrong lever! You have to have made arrangements with the local council to have it buried. Otherwise it will be incinerated as biowaste. So you still can't keep your limb then, because they've got to go and bury it. Who does the check? So you go to the hospital and they cut your limb off. And they go, we want to throw it away. And you go, no, it's okay. I'll talk to the council. And I'll promise to bury it. And then the hospital goes, okay, you take it to the council. And you go, now listen here. I've had my arm cut off, but I promise that I will have it buried. And then they just accept it. And then you can walk away and go, and keep it preserved. Wow, you got some topics here. I can't remember how we got onto it, but we were discussing whether if you have to have... so, for instance, if I have to have my right arm cut off, I lose tattoos that I've had done. So we were debating about whether or not, if I were to have my arm cut off, if I'd be allowed to keep it because I've invested a couple of £100 in having tattoos. And if I can't keep it, could they then just kind of cut the tattoo off and let me keep that? All preserved, of course. Like, I'm not just keeping a rotting arm in my room, but as if that makes it any better. Only the important topics here. Absolutely. You have paperwork, which you have to produce within 28 days. Who do you show the paperwork to? There is a movie about this, I think. The mortuary. So I'm still confused. Yeah, I'm gonna go into full Limmy mode here for a moment. I don't get it. Okay, so we've done the lever. We now have a skeleton key, which can unlock a gate, which is hidden. It's the bear again! I forgot about the gosh darn bear! That's okay, though. That was a much smoother takedown than last time, which is good. Okay. Where does the skeleton key go? I know there's a gate around here somewhere that needs it. Don't think it was up there, though. So I show the paperwork to the mortician saying that I'm going to have my arm buried. I understand it is some people's beliefs that they want their limb laid to rest when it is removed, as it is technically dead. Okay. Fine, I understand that. But I want to keep mine. It's my belief that I should be able to keep my arm if I've spent a couple of £100 on having it decorated. Oh, for goodness sake, these arrow traps are gonna absolutely decimate me. Well, you can't. Oh, excuse me, Wolfie. All this merciless animal slaughter. It's bio-waste. It's my arm! Ah, a game from the old days where ammo was unlimited. Exactly, it's always good. That's another great thing about the Tomb Raider games, is you can just go ham with your gun to your heart's content. And sometimes that's the only way to play. Got him. It's okay, right arm. Jay may think you're bio-waste, but I still love you. But yeah, I feel like we've kind of exhausted that particular avenue of discourse. We've probably spent a lot more time discussing retainment of amputated limbs than is reasonably healthy. Oh! Okay. This is one thing I'm not down for in these kinds of games, is they just keep on splitting out into more and more areas. And then I just stand to get more and more lost. Hydration break from We Tasted It, thank you. I want to know what things We Tasted It has tasted. What do your taste buds know? Reveal the mysteries. What secrets have they unlocked? Everything is Terrible 2.0. Dark Judas now appears in the basement. Transcendence has now appeared in the basement. Excuse me, there's more Binding of Isaac in my Tomb Raider. I believe it's doing the backstrokes, sir. Got a little bit sidetracked on that one. Started just riffing into all different areas of jokes. I have no idea where we are anymore. I can tell you that Century Eggs look hideous, but taste very good. Come gather, kids. What are Century Eggs? The first gate hath opened. And I wonder what treasures we shall uncover as a result. What makes a Century Egg different to a chicken egg? Bearing in mind I don't eat eggs anyway, is a Century Egg gonna be right for me? Uh-oh. Oops. Well, I think that's okay. We can go through the gate we've now opened and find out some other stuff. Chinese duck eggs. Oh, that are fermented for 2 weeks. The yolk turns grey and the egg white turns brownish transparent. Ugh. It sounds... I mean, let's be honest here. It sounds disgusting! Is that what they get him to eat on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Is it that kind of stuff? I ain't all about that. I don't even know if you could convince me to just try one casually, you know? It looks like poison, but it tastes excellent. Just like an egg if you like them. That's my sticking point. Uh-oh. Lara! Eggs are not the top of my list of foods that I will just happily sit down and have. Lara! Those are eggs that have fermented for 100 years. I think that's going to be my new rule. If a food could have a David Attenborough speech about it, then I'm not keen to put it in my diet. Here we have a Centurion Egg, aged for 100 years, to create a totally unpalatable look, but what many consider to be an actually highly palatable delicacy, ripe for consumption. The 100-Year Myth. Laid by Biggeth Dicketh from the troops of the North. Or however it goes. It's been a while. The yolk turns black, and the egg is also black. Your vision goes black. Everything is black. I have eaten a Centurion Egg. The darkness has consumed us all. I feel like I've messed this room up quite considerably. Oh, maybe not. He's figured it out. I have some in my pantry. My next question was going to be how long do they keep for, but I guess it's kind of like wine. The longer you keep them, the better they get. Oh, Jay, don't have BT Sport. You're not watching the game. Who's playing tonight? 3 months. 3 months? They've already been aged for however many years. Do they not just mature? I figured it'd be Arsenal. Who are Arsenal playing? Oh, okay. Oh, right, so they're fermented for 3 months, but they only keep for 2 weeks. Is that what I'm understanding from that? Alright, I've got another lever. Slavia Prague. I don't know what that means. I tried, Jay, I'm sorry. I tried to have a football discussion, but I now have no idea where you're at. Sorry. I know where Prague is. So I could have a guess at what nationality the team are. That's about it. Fermented for 2 weeks and okay for 3 months. Or up to 1 year. Gotcha. I'm with you. Prague is Czech Republic. Oh, the freaking arrows! And the reason why the answer took so long was because... Not because I didn't know. I knew it was Czech. What I couldn't remember was whether or not it was Czechoslovakia or whether Czech Republic and Slovakia were two separate entities. Because my history sucks. Now known as Czechia. I missed that meeting, sorry. When did that happen? Is it recent, or am I just that out of touch with goings-on in the world? Pull the lever, the correct lever this time, and hopefully this time without accidentally tabbing out, I will be able to swim upwards and get the air that we tried to get last time. We have found ourselves a secret area. Let's put a save down so that we don't have to redo all of that again. That'd be wonderful. Health pack, very much appreciated. They split in 1992. I knew that was old. I mean, when Czech Republic changed its name to Czechia. I didn't know when that happened. The problem is, I'm sure that I studied all of this stuff in school. It's just, basically now, all of my school knowledge has been pushed out of head by Minecraft crafting recipes. Like, I couldn't tell you what year the Czech Republic, or Czechia, split from Slovakia. But you want to know how to make an observer, give me a call. Different things get important while you age. Yeah, but I was always led to believe the older you got, the more history came to be important to you. I guess times are a-changing now, but... How do you make an observer? Cobble, 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 redstone, redstone, nether quartz, cobble, cobble, cobble. 90% sure. As opposed to the information about Czechia and Slovakia, in which I was only 20% sure. So, still an improvement. Yes, yes. I know it. Oh, hello. What does an observer do? It detects block updates in the game and then sends out a redstone pulse whenever it detects an update. It's a block that was based on a bug that existed in the game, and still kind of exists in the game. But Mojang created a block to legitimately do the job rather than doing it via a bug. Nimble little things, isn't they? Update. Yes. So, for instance, when a crop grows. Something like that. So if you have a stem, it will then grow a pumpkin next to it. And when that pumpkin appears, if you have an observer next to it, pumpkin appears in front of it, observer puts out a redstone signal which can do something else. And then similarly, when you chop the block, there's another update that occurs in front of the observer, so it sends out another redstone pulse. Simple as that. Okay, I think we're done. All around here. I've got to find a way back to the temple, and I'm assuming that that is where this golden idol that we picked up is going to come into its own use. What I now need to try and remember is the way back to that temple structure. What does a redstone pulse do? You can use redstone to power things, such as pistons, lights, and stuff like that. It's how machinery works in the game. It's similar to electricity, IRL. Sure, why not? Yeah, cool. Go for that. Alright, Cave Johnson, we're done here. Let's go. Yes. Is that yes validating that I'm correct in everything I've said? Or is that you saying yes to politely acknowledge that you heard what I said but didn't understand what I said? Well, that was fair. You know what? Just end it this time around. I literally just saved. And I've never been more grateful for that. Also, yes. So this time, let's just not get cut into ribbons. Alright, beautiful, we're done. Oh, well, that lever did not do what I anticipated it would do. That was the wrong lever, Kronk. Oh. It's a bear. Is there anything else I can do before I have to interact with that bear? Pull the lever, Kronk. Why do we even have that lever? It's such a great line as well. I wonder why we even have that lever. Sea bears incoming. I saw the bears. I see them incoming. It's another wide staircase. That means danger. Ah, the danger has been deferred. Game baited me. I see how it is. Maybe we can use a vantage point. Maybe if from up here we can kill the bear safely. That would be very useful. There it is. There it is. Lara, shoot the bear. It ain't coming out, is it? I've got to go down there and do it. Tomb Raider 2 is much better. Give this game a chance. We only started playing it an hour ago. And also, this is the first game of the series. Additionally, remember as well, I've never played this game, so I may be making it look worse than it is also. However, I do agree, Tomb Raider 2 is the best Tomb Raider game that I have ever played. And it is what I am it's the game that I'm probably the most looking forward to getting around to playing. Where's the bear? Where's the bear? Where's the bear? I know we haven't killed it. There it is! Sit it down. Everything was a lot tighter in Tomb Raider 2. They got their formula sorted out. They know what they nailed down what worked about this game. They looked at what didn't and improved it dramatically. And I'm getting that sense right now playing through this game, even if I look at it objectively, I can go, I can see where some of the ideas for Tomb Raider 2 came from, and I can see some of those optimizations that they made between the games as well. Hey, it's another secret area. Alrighty then. Bing bong! Sam hath returneth. How was your lasagna? Sounds like Del Boy trying to talk about lasagna. Some Uzi clips, if I'm not mistaken. All we need now is an Uzi to shoot. I'm going to go out food shopping probably tomorrow. I think the fridge is pretty much empty. The cupboards are empty. Honestly, old Mother Hubbard would complain about the amount of food I've got. So there's not much in. I've got to go and do the food shop tomorrow. Tea bags, they're all out. Okay, why would I need to stop that? We've already made it through that. So I've got to go out and do the food shop. I'm going to buy stuff to make Nay's pizza pasta bake. I am also going to buy stuff for chili dogs. I had chili dogs for the first time the other day, and you know what? Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Where have they been all my life? The thing about chili dogs is, as well, is so unbelievably filling. After 2, I was like, this is going to do me for days. The gold idol. One portion wasn't enough, so I bopped another one into the microwave. That's funny, that looks just like the word microwave. You can read? Oh yeah, that's right, I can read. Okay, golden idol lets us in. Hey, we did the city of Villa Carababamba. Beautiful. Again, 2 out of 3 secrets. We missed one. Again. And a similar amount of time. We are nothing if not consistent. Let's move on. Level 3. Give it to me. What do you got? Drop down a starter save. Still need to watch Finding Dory. Yeah, I haven't watched it either. But I can't find it on any streaming services. Alright, where are we now? What do you got for me here? We got some running water. Oh, it is actually running water. It's a current. I don't know if I want it to come in here yet. Well, that decision has been taken well and truly out of my hands now. Been swept away. Hopefully we can make it back up. Finding Dory is okay, but as most sequels, it doesn't reach the first one. To be expected. I think everyone anticipates that with sequels. Oof. Sorry about the motion sickness from the combat camera, by the way. It's kind of rusty. Certainly not as good as it could be and becomes in later games. The idea of the sarcastic septopus, though, is good. In my head, I've got like an octopus. It used to have 8 legs, but lost one, and now it's just this jaded, bitter old arthropod that's like, yep, used to have 8 legs, now I've got 7. Life sucks. Is that a pun based on the fact that tentacles have suckers on them? Sure, why not? Let's do it. There you go. A free unintentional octopus pun. How many of those do you get in a lifetime? Not many. Normally around 8, I think. Once they start, they just keep coming. Better be, since I heard it took a year to render that scene. He lost one. 8? There you go. You see, we was on the same wavelength. No, Lara! Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Don't send me down the water again. Don't. Here we go again in a waterfall. Let's try again. Oh, she swims so slowly on the surface. Alright, everybody. Oh, we didn't go this way, though. Sit him down. Uh-oh. Male octopuses can detach one of their tentacles for, Oh. Hubba, hubba. I know it goes on for much longer, but I can't think of that many sound effects without some pre-planning. Hubba, hubba. Or however it goes, you know what I'm talking about. Just like the bellboy in The Simpsons. Exactly, that's where we're going. Yes. Oh, that was a different character. I don't know where I am now. Apparently we're in wolf country. Sorted. There we go. Again, motion sickness sufferers beware. Now where are we? This was just a dead end. I just had to fight off 3 timber wolves for nothing. The soundtrack has calmed itself down now a little bit as well. The sound design's a little bit more subtle. It's not firing off as much as it was in level 1. Okay, yeah, so that was just a completely useless detour other from the fact that I may have needed to lose some health at some point in this level, so may as well have done it there. At least that's a legitimate way to lose health rather than making an embarrassing mistake and, I don't know, getting stuck in the waterfall again. Okay, everybody, let's try this again. This time, successfully. With any luck, we should make it to the end by 9 o'clock. So far, pretty much each level has taken us 20 minutes, so if we can do this one better, then we could have it nailed in 15, depending on how long it is. This reminds me of a level in Tomb Raider 3, which we shall come onto at some points in the future. We've got a long way to go yet, though. We've still got all of this game, all of Tomb Raider 2. There's a lot of time between now and Tomb Raider 3. It wasn't much in terms of development, though. So the first Tomb Raider game came out in 1996, and then they released one every single year up until 2002. 2002 they released Angel of Darkness, I believe, and that was the last one until Legend. Okay, we need some cogs. I need 3 cogs. Cogs are worth quite a bit of money, I think. Some of them, depending on what they're made out of, can be quite valuable. What's a cog's worth? It's that character out of Beauty and the Beast. You know, the clock. Yes. I deliberately started talking about the value of cogs to set myself up for that. You're welcome. You know why you guys are here. You know to expect that kind of nonsense. Don't be giving me those looks. I can feel it through your monitors. I can feel you giving me the stare. Wind it in, yeah? You knew that that's what was going to happen. You know that you can't come along to these streams and go, he talks about some weird stuff, and not expect it to be a setup for a joke. Except for the stuff about cutting your arm off and preserving it. That was just genuine curiosity discourse. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. You can just shoot the breeze, talk nonsense, especially if you learn something. There's no danger to it. It's quite harmless, really. There you go, that's another one. You can have that one too. Stop it! Stop looking at me like that! Want some cog? Couldn't resist. I have the exact same problem when it comes to the jokes that I make. We don't necessarily need to be up here anymore because I can't do anything until I have cogs to put into the machine. So now I think we actually do need to be down the end of the waterfall. So let's actually try and make some progress with it. I did see somewhere we could have gone, actually, down in the wolf's pen. Just need to work out a way there. Was it this way that it wanted? No, that was to the dead end. My brain is mostly 14 when it comes to these kind of jokes. Honestly, terrible puns are the only way forward. I feel really sorry for my work colleagues because we've not had an opportunity to hang out and see each other for over a year. And so when we finally return to work, oh my goodness me, are they gonna get puns, both barrels, non-stop, for months. If they didn't hate me before, they're gonna hate me very soon afterwards. Terrible, sleazy puns. It's a velociraptor! Excusez-moi. There's a second! Excusez-moi. Encore? Okay, we're dropping a save down in the Lost Valley. Because if all of a sudden, if my enemies have gone from wolves to velociraptors, I'm going to be very concerned. For what is this meeting? And why did you lock the door? Gather ye round, everybody. For it is time for your daily dose of puns. Ah! No! Spare us, please! Your life will not be worth living. This has got a showdowny sort of vibe to it. Jesus! Okay. Well, I guess that was to be expected. Yep. Well then. Squish. That was instant. Okay, well now we know about the presence of that. I'm going to presume that I don't need to shoot and kill that. Or if I do need to shoot and kill it, then I need to do an infinitely better job than what I just did. Because I did see there's this little opening in the wall right here. So I'm going to try and make a beeline for that first of all. And hopefully this will keep us safe. Be on the lookout for more Yeah, he can't get in here. Can I just stand here and cheese it? I don't know. We'll keep an eye out for more velociraptors, though. I don't want to be getting torn limb from limb by dinosaurs over and over again. And sure enough, there was another velociraptor. Perfect. This is quite a bad time to not have any additional guns. Bearing in mind we've picked up ammunition for the Uzis and the shotgun. For us to not actually have the firearms, I feel like is putting us at a rather substantial disadvantage. Okay, where to from here? Over there, maybe? Over there looks good. Oh, hello. I don't know if this is a monster I either need to kill or just need to outrun and kill environmentally. Okay, let's do a run for it. You go over here and you climb up. And you hide away. Hey! Secret area, thanking you. More shotgun ammo. Still missing the actual gun, though. Whoa, hello! He just swings his head back and forth. We got it! He did! Alrighty. Get Tyrannosaurus wrecked, fool. Lara, the Dino Slayer. Aww. Grats, thank you very much. What a victory. I'm hoping that, like, the cogs are hidden around these parts and this hasn't just been a pointless venture. I guess that's technically the first boss. I hear another. Nimble critters? That's what I thought. Heave-ho. I don't know how long the first Tomb Raider is. Kind of just vaguely pivoting back to the timescale of this project. I don't know how long this first game... Oh, are we back at the start? I don't know how long this first game is. Because we're on... whatever it is, level 3 now. I don't know what that's out of. Which is going to be kind of important. I'm gonna want to know kind of how great a longevity this project has. I think this is, I mean, it's going to go on for ages. playing every single Tomb Raider game on PC is no small task, that's for sure. So it's gonna have quite a bit of time behind it. I wouldn't worry about that. In an ideal world, it would take us all the way through until Tomb Raider's birthday in October. But that remains to be seen. Personally, for me, I'm just glad that I was able to get this working. It's running, as you can see, but it's very fragile at the moment. Obviously, I've only got it to run in 4x3. I can't tab out and do anything. So, it is very fragile, but it is at least running. And I can't ask for much more than that. Certainly of a game this old. 25 years. It's quite special. Is this a point of no return? I don't think it is. Always got to be on the lookout for those kinds of setups in this sort of game. Where you're led down a path, but it's a one-way path. You're not going to be able to get back to where you were from it. They're quite common. Is that a cog I see on the other side of the bridge? Is that a Red Hot Chili Peppers song? I don't know enough about... Oh, no, wait. I think I'm merging two songs together. They've got a song called The Other Side and a song called Under the Bridge. That's what I'm doing. Catch it! Ooh. Expensive. Very expensive. We have, however, gotten a cog, which is why we're here in the first place. So now, just to track down a couple more. That was up to the left, so now let's check out the temple ruins that we have right here. At least your knowledge of music is good. I try. I try. My musical knowledge lies mostly in the realms of rock and heavy metal. And various alternative genres like that. My knowledge of pop, hip-hop, R&B, and virtually every other kind of genre, next to nothing. Hydration break, thank you very much. Put it away. Excellent. Oh, and a posture check as well, why not? Sounds good. Like, I feel like I know... I don't know enough about popular music, but my knowledge... My musical knowledge, so kind of musicality and how music works, isn't terrible. And I hope that that kind of accounts for it. It's kind of like I may not know what the album names of any of Tupac's songs are. Wait, that was a really terrible sentence. I may not know what any of Tupac's album names are, but I know a little bit about staves of music, and so hopefully that works. I tried now and then to listen to Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift, but it just doesn't check out. I'm more of a monomath or Volbeat guy. Nice. Very nice. I'd be interested to see a monomath live. I've not listened to any of their music, but from what I gather, their stage setup is... Excuse me. Seen them quite some time, and yes, I agree with you. Glad to hear. There's so a band that I've really gotten back into recently is Atreyu. And I've always kind of been a small Atreyu fan. But the more I've started listening to their drummers' vocals, the more and more I'm falling in love with their music all over again. Their drummer has got an absolutely insane voice. Like, in terms of the power and range that he has, is probably quite underrated in terms of like rock vocalists. And I think he's worthy of more mention. Hey, another secret area! It's a large med pack. Lovely. And... is that another kind of ammunition I don't have guns for? Ah, ammo for the Magnum and the Uzis. Great. Oh, and the shotgun. But where is the actual guns? Sorry, excuse me. Where are the actual guns? Gotta be grammatically correct now. Also, I'm missing one cog still, right? I've got two. I'm missing one. Where's the third? Where's the third? I need that. Need to check out their newer stuff. Quite fond of the old albums. So I first started listening to Atreyu from Lead Sails and Paper Anchor. It was the first album I got and my first exposure to him. I was like, it's a really good album. Loved it. Then got Congregation of the Damned. Again, in my opinion, another really great album. The advantage Congregation had over other albums is that the album was like 16 tracks long, which is more or less unheard of. Now, most albums are kind of like 9 to 10 tracks long. It was like 16 tracks. So that is value for money. More of that, please. And then I began to work backwards, and I quite like some of their older stuff as well. They've got some really good songs from their older stuff. But I'm definitely a much bigger fan of their melodic stuff, and their newer albums are like a little bit more melodic in terms of instrumentation, but still like just as harsh vocally, and it, like I was saying, it gives their drummer a huge opportunity to flex. I would say, based on my tastes, In Our Wake is the best album Atreyu have ever released. Like, just non-stop bangers from start to finish. For my money. Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kisses was my first. I think that's the only album I've not actually heard. Here's our third cog, by the way. We'll check that out, thanks. No worries. They're releasing a new one. They've got like a new album coming out in, like, what, 2 months, I think? Or something like that. Which ought to be interesting, because their singer left. For one reason or another. And so I think the drummer's kind of... The drummer is no longer playing drums, and is now just joint frontman alongside their bassist, I think? And they've gotten somebody else in to drum. So I'll be interested to see how the album shapes out. They have released a couple of tracks, which are sounding pretty good, but I'm intrigued to hear what else. I would also recommend the drummer's side project, Hell or High Water. Because he does just take sole vocal responsibilities with Hell or High Water, so you just get more and more of that incredible voice that he has. And he doesn't look like he's got a great voice. In the nicest possible way, Brandon Saller, you don't look like you have the voice you do. But I am very grateful that you have the voice you do, don't get me wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought we were dead there. Incidentally, just to avoid that maybe happening, let's drop down another save, here in the Lost Valley. Because now I need to find the cog room again. Which was not back that way. That way was a dead end. It was back up at the top of the waterfall, I think. This is like this is pretty much our first item babysitting quest in the game. We had an introduction to it in the previous level. This one, it's like, here's your puzzle to solve. You need 3 bits. Off you go. Come back and see me when you're done. In the previous level, it was more of a lever puzzle. Here are 3 doors. Each door hides the lever to the next door behind it. Find the first lever, open up all of the doors, come back and see me when you're done. And there's quite a strong design trope of these games. But I don't mind it. For the most part, generally every sort of puzzle has its own solutions. They're all relatively unique. Cogram? Cogram? Where do the cogs go? I'm looking for a place to put my cogs. There they are! So we go... Uno. Lovely. E dos. Und drei. There they go. Sehr gut. Thank you. It occurred to me the other day, I was talking to a friend, it occurred to me the other day that the phrase 3 beers please in German is comprised entirely of words that describe beer. Because I believe in German, 3 beers please is 3 Bier bitte. Words to the effect of. And you get, there you go, 3 Bier bitte. All of those words describe beer. Dry, beer, and bitter. Fun fact for you. Would you ever need to know that? No, just one of those bizarre language quirks, I suppose. Oh, thank the deity of your choice for the fact that there was still water there. There is no knowledge that is not power! That is true. That's a very wise saying. I'd like to hang on to that. Oh. Always be suspicious of doors that open on their own. For they lead you to the end of the level! 3 out of 5. We missed 2 secrets. We're never going to find the extra guns, are we? We're just going to be picking up countless amounts of ammo for these guns that we are never ever going to find. Unbelievable. Still, making some top level progress, though. Level 4. Only ammo. It's a shame we can't load it into the pistols. I'd accept that. Oh. We're now entering what appears to be some kind of temple situation. You got some big statues all around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Not much else. I'm off now. Nice chatting with you. See you around. No problem. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Great to have you along, and thank you very much for the chat as well. Hopefully see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it may be for you. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Lara! The Tomb of Koala Peck is the level we're on. Let's try and do the same but better this time. So, this time let's just try the orange pad. Doesn't do anything. Is this gate going to open on its own? It's not going to open on its own. So, we do actually have to go up this path, but hopefully we can avoid better. Now we know it's coming. Back, 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 and out the way! There you go. I think that now stops us from going back, but we have no reason to go back. Only look forwards. Onwards, forwards, and never downwards. But the gate closed. Okay, there's an artifact in there that would be useful for me, I presume, based on that camera angle. But how does one get to it? Especially if that gate won't open. Is there something I can do here? Maybe I can push and pull this block? Can't do anything with that. Huh. Hey, there's a lever! There we go. Open your eyes and you will see. A lever staring back. There's an enemy. Oh, it's more velociraptors! What are these doing in here? Are these the enraged spirits of Qualapec? Is Qualapec a dinosaur god? I'm gonna just drop down another save. For those who don't know, I'm not a big fan of temples and tombs. The Hollywood portrayal of temples and tombs really creeps me out. And as a result, I don't like being in them. This way right here has the same duck symbol that that gate has down the end there. So I'm thinking we should start with this corridor. Uh-oh, spikes. I hate spikes. Okay. Give it a pull. Oh, we got a sliding puzzle here. Right. Okay then. Let's check these other corridors then. Let's see if these have anything else that we could any other information that we might be able to use in our action plan right here. Okay, this is somewhere else entirely. What form of temple or tomb would not freak you out? Oh, there's a crumbly floor! Huh. There's something moving down. Oh, it's just a couple of wolves. Make a weird noise. Okay, there's a few wolves. I don't know what form of temple or tomb would not creep me out. I feel sure that every single one ever would. I feel like the only exception to the rule I may make is the catacombs of Paris. I'd be intrigued to have a little wander around there one day. Maybe. But every other instance, no thank you. I have no interest in going to the pyramids at Giza. Really? I'm not all about that. Even though, as someone very rightly pointed out on my Indiana Jones Let's Play, the depiction of tombs and temples in movies being covered in booby traps is for the most part, a work of Hollywood fiction. But, like, some of it might be true. Never know. I don't know if I needed to bring this out this way or if it needed to go the other way. We'll soon find out. I've been in the underground parts of Edinburgh and it was fascinating. I can get that it's going to be interesting to see, but I don't want to chance it, basically. And even though they wouldn't be having tour guides and they wouldn't be taking people around if the tombs weren't at least partway safe, I still feel like it would be just my luck that I would go on a day trip to the pyramids of Giza and I would be the one to fall into the spike pit, you know? Free health kit. You'd love to see it, thank you. Or I'd get left behind in the room where the walls begin to close shut. I'm almost wondering if it's worth the tourism board of Egypt actually installing those things within the pyramids as kind of like Walt Disney rides. They've commercialised the rest of it, so may as well. Okay, so that's done our first gate. Well, it's done the second gate, but it was the first gate that we needed to open, I suppose. So, in light of that information then, I'm going to assume the lever we missed when the floor crumbled was just a decoy. And as a result, I am now also going to assume that we just need to be doing some work in here, trying to negotiate the levers around in the correct places and positions. So, let's give it a go. That moves that over to there. Is that any use to me? Not immediately right away. Okay. This is so quiet. There's not even any ambient soundtrack now. It is literally just Lara's footsteps. That might be why I'm talking more than usual. And just making noise. To keep myself comforted. Okay, that didn't work. What can I do to make it work? Unsure. Just sent you a link to the real Mary King's Close. I would go back in a heartbeat. Whole world under Edinburgh that was used in World War II as a bunker, as well as many other things. Also whole streets and all sorts. And used during the Black Plague. That's very cool. I like those kinds of things. I'd be down for that, for sure. Moving that back, I don't think really helps me in any way. Oh wait, I think I'm an idiot. We got to put this back to where it came from. Just right there. And then you go back into this room and let yourself back up to where we were. Which is right here. Didn't check behind me. We've got to go up here. Going up here is what's going to take us, presumably, to the next thing we need to interact with this room's setup. She's done it. Super strong. Super long. And really absorbent. Wait, what? Down you go, girl. What goes up must come down. So the story goes. We can go left, and we can go right. But what is the advantage of doing either of those things? I see. I'm inclined to go this way first. Okay, cool. That leads us back to the start. So in that case, we probably didn't want to come this way. We want to actually go this way into the puzzle. Again. And then we can just do a little bunny hop over to the block that we moved the first time around. That's great. And then up to here, I suppose. Oh, I should have put the block back, but I think we can still make this jump. Turns out we couldn't still make that jump. So, let's put the block back. But at least we haven't got to go all the way around this time, hopefully. At least this time, hopefully, if I just put the block back, we'll be able to go through this side door, and that'll save us having to run all the way around again. Block goes back, door stays open. Great. We're here. Now we can make the jump that we need to. Aha! If we pull this lever, that moves that one. Oh, sorry, girl. And then I think what I'm looking at doing is putting the other tower back to where it was before we moved it to where it is. Right there. And then running back around, doing the jumps a couple more times. And then we can make it over to the next space that we need to, and hopefully pulling that lever over in the distance will enable us to open the second gate, which will actually be the first gate in the sequence. As a precaution, I am seeing all those spikes right there, and as any game player will be able to tell you, instant death should we fall on it. So, gonna drop a save and hope that we can make it. We did. Pull the lever. Gate number 1 opens the second that we needed to do. Oh! Don't talk about that. Alright, so now we've got one more puzzle-esque thing that we're going to need to solve to open gate number 3. I could hear footsteps before I could see you. That's what I like. Just do a check, make sure we're safe everywhere else. I think we're fine. What's down here? Should be walking with my guns out. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Oh, there's nothing behind there? There totally should have been something hidden behind there. Okay. Push this forwards. What can you give me? My OBS was looking all weird, doing odd things. Oh, it's another push. Okay. Have we got a push block puzzle? That I've got to solve from the inside, from the inside, from the inside? Or maybe not? Does this push further? No, you always got to check. That doesn't do anything more. I see the crumbly floor. Don't think I don't. And it looks like there may be some spikes underneath it, so we're just going to run across. Pull the lever for gate number 3. The simplest of the 3. Always good to end on an easy note, that's for sure. Let's just have a look. Lo and behold, sure enough, instant death. Okay, we don't want any of that in our lives. Excuse me, sir, there's some death in my life? Yeah, well, get used to it, buddy. That took a dark turn, I apologise. People come here for a good time. Having said that, we did spend the early parts of the stream talking about keeping hold of amputated limbs, so maybe it's acceptable. Off to bed, good luck raiding the tombs. Nay, thank you very much for coming and hanging out this evening, as always. Hopefully see you tomorrow for Pokemon. Oh, more invisible arrows! I see the shooters on the side, but I'm just really, really bad at seeing them before they shoot. Okay, I think jumping over them's the way to go. Okay, we're doing alright, we're doing alright. I don't like all these statues, though. Are these all going to come to life? I really hope not. I'm not ready for that. Things coming to life? No, thank you. Tomb of Kuala Peck. Save 13. Be safe. We are safe. And it's the way to the artifacts. Oh, no. You may remember I was saying it earlier. If you get your guns out in this game, Lara will point at things and you know they'll be dangerous. She's pointing at things that have not yet come to life. And you know they're gonna come to life when I pick up that artifact. Just look at the buttocks on that model. And I'm not talking about Lara. I'm talking about the mummy in the foreground. Those are some beautiful shapes. Good night, Nay. I also see this haunted skeleton. Oh, man. Alright, well, look, you know it's coming. The camera's focusing on them. You know it's coming. Let's just put the save in and accept our fate. Ooh! Stuff falls. Mummies don't come to life. Huh. This isn't over, game. Okay, this way is a no entry, I think. Okay, well, what do you want from me? Oh. Gate opens, on your way. Don't look back. Ceiling collapses. You just leave? I'm taking damage, I'm taking damage, I'm taking damage! Who'd be doing it? Oh, hello! Excuse me, sir. Pardon moi. Who dost thou art think thy is, coming at me with thine colossal guns and shooting me to death, huh?
Well, you have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours, though. Hello?
I'll heel and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece, you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natla put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natla.
Don't try it.
I will.
Hey! So that was that completed. No secrets. We missed all 3. Something about that mummy. She was aiming at it, but it never came to life. I get the feeling we missed some stuff. Well, I mean, it's obvious we missed some stuff. We're never gonna get those guns, are we? Ever. Ever, ever. Ever, ever, never. Forever, never. Oh well. She's on top of an elevator. Lara survives this. Ping! This works. Ping!
Relocated now to St. Francis's Folly, new temptations torment me. Rumour amongst
my fellow brothers is that entombed beneath our monastery is the body of Teoken, one of the 3 legendary rulers of the lost continent Atlantis, and that within lies his piece of the Atlantean Scion, the pendant divided and shared between the 3 rulers, which curbs tremendous powers. Powers beyond the Creator himself. My toes sweat at such possibilities, lying so close to my mortal
Did he just
self.
say my toes sweat?
Tonight, I beat myself rid of these fantasies, but it is
You do what to
indeed
yourself to rid you of the fantasies?
Pierre, you litterbug.
Ooh. We're gonna come back into the game with one of these angles. Alrighty. There's a lion right away, excuse me, sorry. Can I have a moment to take in my surroundings, please? Okay. Unbelievable. Well, that hardly seems fair. At least all of our equipment is still carrying level to level. That's good. But you're just going to start me off with a attack from those beasts right away? I'd be lying if I said I was down for that. I think that one hung in the air for long enough. You could say it hung in the air tonight. For long enough. That was a Lion King joke. It's all relevant. Everything feeds into everything else. It may sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, but trust me, everything comes back to north. Oh. Right. Let me try and get a lay of the land. What do we got going down here? Nothing going down. Let's climb these blocks first of all. Let's see what awaits us going up. If nothing's going down, maybe something's going up. Tell you what isn't going up, the number of followers. Maybe I need to stop telling those awful puns. Everyone's going, I was gonna hit the follow button, but then he made an awful joke about lions and then shoehorned it into a pun about the Lion King. And you know what? That's not the kind of content that I want to subscribe to on Twitch. Or even follow. And I get it. In the words of Wheatley, I just want to say, I'm sorry. Really, truly very sorry. Let's see what this does. Shows me a door. And not much else. Well, what about pushing it the other way? I see there's an ohm symbol on the floor. Or right, Omega, probably. Mind you, there was one on this side as well. Or it's Libra. Ohms, Omega, or Libra? It's kind of tough to tell at this stage. A door opens! Okay. Which door was that? It's not the one up there. I wasn't paying attention. Is it the one in the temple here? It is! Alright. Sun's out, guns out. It's a gorilla? What's Lara's problem with wildlife? It's another gorilla! Well, I guess what's wildlife's problem with Lara is probably the more apt question. Weird. Okay, you got a lever for me there. Show me what it does. It makes a load of stone grind. Have these hello? Good sir. Who are you and what are you doing in my game? And can I kill you at this stage? Your health seems pretty substantial. Where are you? Sir? Come here, please. Stand still while I hit you. Where is he? Is he despawned? He hasn't left a corpse behind. I'm assuming he ain't dead. Is he Elvis? Huh. Okay, well, whoever he is, was, could be, he isn't, wasn't, never will be now. Wherever we are, it's very windy. It's a lot of wind. A lot of wind blowing through the game right now. Okay, I've got one more lever to pull, so maybe now we should try this. I am going to put down another save, though, because I have very little health, and St. Francis's Folly is the name of the level. I have very little health, and if he's going to come back for me, I want to be ready. I heard another gorilla. Oh, that opened up the top door there. I see that. But now what am I supposed to do? What am I going to do when they come for you? Not sure. I also don't know what's gone down with that gorilla's noise, so just going to leave it to it. Let's push this back over to the other side and see if it does anything. Not now. Then what do you want from me? Is there a way up or a way forward that I'm not witnessing? Hey, that gorilla! I saw you. Are you about to give me a solution? You came from up over here. And I've already been up here. There isn't anything over there either. Maybe if I pull that lever again, will that change things for me? Doesn't appear so. Well, colour me confused. I'm not entirely sure what the game's asking of me here, because I don't think I can make it up to that platform. I did try, but it wasn't having it. Yeah, she can't do that. Up to here? That doesn't seem right. Not up there either. Got to push this again. I'm a little bit confused. Unless I can get up onto here. That feels reasonable, actually. I think that's a jump that I could make. If I can land it right. So maybe it's from up here instead. Oh, ah-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha-ha. Okay. Things are changing. Things are not changing! We're back where we started. That's not a change, that's a regression. And we don't like regression. I will say the advantage of playing this game on DOSBox, and I'm going to call attention to it because you've probably noticed it as we've been streaming. The advantage of this is that it does render objects through the scenery a little bit. So I was able to see that there was this health kit up here, which is going to be very, very useful for us. So very glad for that feature. Thank you. But now we're back on our own. Is there anything on the roof of this little temple bit? Alas, that's a no. But we at least have a little bit more direction that we can move in now. So, yonder over this way, I'm thinking is where we should head to first. And then we can just dive in through there and see what's what. Keep an eye out as well for that man who just disappeared. Oh look, see, there's another health kit up there. Got to unplug and edit my podcast, but I'll be lurking. Not a problem, friend. Thank you very much. Enjoy your editing. Oh, what? Can I get up there? I don't think I can. I think it's just a slippy slope. Certainly is. However, I do see the health kit that's up there. Actually, it looks like there's some crumbly floor there as well, so maybe this is somewhere we fall into rather than climb out of. So, with that in mind, our next plan has got to be actually to come back this way. So we can go up to where that large medikit was. And then use the increased height to jump over to here. So then we can explore what lies beyond the other door. Landed. Alright. Let's put a save down. See, I'm getting there now. I'm getting used to popping the saves in. Oh no, it's a downward slope. One we're automatically sliding down. I'm going to center myself a little bit more. Turns out that wasn't something like it's an alligator! Uh-oh. You know what? Just let me out. I ain't interested in entangling with an alligator. Or similar. Whatever that animal may be. Alligator, crocodile. You name it. I don't want it. If I can kill it so that we can go back down there and explore whatever lies underneath the water, I would love that opportunity. But I don't think it's coming back unless I tease it. There may not actually be anything under the water here. Okay, here's a coming. Don't swim back, Lara! Don't swim back. You don't need that. Just get out and it's already gone. Oh, he's back! Maybe we can't get... You know what? Let's not waste the time. It doesn't matter. What does that do? Did that do anything for us? It drained the water! Aha! Now I'm just left with a land-dwelling creature, but it's okay. We toasted it nice and quick because we did all the hard work beforehand. That's what you love to see. Oh, slow down, Lara. Smell flowers. Life is too short and your legs are too long. Oh, this is a tall room. I do not wish to fall. Let's try and get a better vantage point from the middle. That famous place where Jimmy ate the world. You know it. Oh, I heard a squeak squeak. There are bats. Certainly. There they go. Okay, best plan of descent. Looks like it might be to try and stick with the middle column right here. More bats. We got them. Okay, down into the middle here. What do? You open up Thor! Okay, how does one get to Thor? Okay, well that one isn't Thor! But what it does have is this above it. Is this a pressure plate, maybe? If it is, we are not heavy enough to trigger it, which is acceptable and fine. I would expect someone with a little more generousness to be able to do so. Uh-oh. I'm alive. Oh, that one was Atlas. Okay. Not Thor! Still none the wiser on that front. There's Thor! Is it worth pulling all the levers as we go down, do you think? Or, you know what, let's do it. Damocles has been opened. I mean, there's got to be a way up. If we've unlocked Thor and Damocles, but we haven't yet come across a lever that will do Atlas, there's got to be a way for us to be able to get back up. So that we can go and do whatever needs to be done in there. Okay. Well, let's do it then. Let's aim for Thor. Let's see what's in store. I'm assuming that it's a challenge of some description that we need to beat in order to obtain some sort of artifact that we combine with all the others to progress forward. Now, Thor is the god of hammers. Everybody knows that. Show me what's going on here. Just empty me. Just absolutely zapped. Okay. Well, we obviously approached that wrong. It doesn't look like there's a pattern. I am assuming that we have to go on the marked floor with... I don't know. Maybe we got to just avoid those instead. It's not that either, apparently. Is it just dumb luck? Or... oh, there are tiles in the ceiling. Is that important? So, skip one. Did I miss? Maybe it's stay. Maybe it's stay on these. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe actually I've got to stay on the ones that are here. Oh, okay, this might be a bit more successful. So now we've got to go over to that one there, but that is definitely where lightning is striking. So I'll wait for it to do one. Okay. Not fully understanding. Based on the ceiling, it feels like we've got to stay where the white tiles are. Instant zap. Can I just run through the middle? No. Okay, so we jump over. I don't get it. I don't get what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, you can't just run through the middle. There you go. I guess that's how you do it. I don't know what I did to make it happen, but something happened, and there we go. Something happened when I trod on the Libra sign. Okay. Don't need to do that then. That's cool. Sniper Breath, I got a surprise for you. Oh, what's your surprise? Welcome to the stream as well, by the way. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're well. Ah, oh, not more lightning! Stop it! Well, now what? I can't make that jump. There is literally nothing here apart from the massive hammer. Do you reckon I've got to bait it? Oh-ho! Something like that. And that drops a brick. There we go. Brace yourself. I am braced. I am braced. Sit back in my chair. I'm ready. At least I think I'm ready. Okay. So we worked this one out. I assumed that we would have to get this block back onto the pressure plate once the... I thought the hammer was going to rise up again, but it has not. Shiv is raiding with a party of 10. Hello, good morning, afternoon, and evening to you all. I hope you are all well. Look at all the Shivy love and raid coming through. Joe Cracker, Shivy, Cheesy Potato, how are you all? Ty as well, I see you there. Raid! How is everybody doing? A hydration break, you are not wrong. Mrs. Butcher as well, hello, good evening to you. Welcome everybody, welcome. We are playing Tomb Raider, the very first game. And Sniper Breath as well. Hi! How are we? Very well, thank you, very well. I am on a mission. I friggin' love this game. Well, stick around. Today is the first part of my mission to play through every single Tomb Raider game that has ever been released for PC. Because Steam was doing them on a deal. Every single game for 40 quid all in. So I picked them up, and here we are. Starting at the start and going all the way through till the modern day. And I have never played the first Tomb Raider game. So what better place to start with? That's a wicked deal. It really is. It was so good. The advantage is that... So Tomb Raider as a franchise turns 25 this year. First game, this game, was released in October 1996. So Tomb Raider becomes 25 this year. God, I feel old. And so what better way to celebrate than trying to play every single game? Good job. Trying to play every single game. And hopefully it should coincide with finishing the project when the first game was released. Triangle Web Jolly? Yeah, the let's just say that Lara Croft's assets in this first game were very angular. Sharp is another good word. Pointy. It's literally just... It's like a crocodile jaw. It's just... Yeah, they... I don't think they'd quite nailed it down for this first game. Either that, or she's just jagged. Incredible, incredible suggestion. And I was literally just about to say, either that, or every environment she's exploring in this game is just phenomenally cold. Which is her own problem, because she should have maybe worn something more acceptable. If you listen, the soundtrack, it's obviously very windy in this tomb. It is very, very windy. So, oh, there's the money shot, right? Where? There? Here? Oh, there we are. Maybe a parka. Yeah, little furry hood. I mean, if those shorts were any shorter, then it really would be a furry. You know what I mean? No, no more of that. We're not going there. Now I just need to find my way back out of here. And we only made it through based on luck, I feel like. So, Thunder, let's go! Hope for the best, and sure enough, that'll do. Why not? Good. Zombie and Mook, Shiv! Parker, she's got gloves on. Fingerless gloves, so, you know, still not quite digging in, but, you know, whatever. Sorry, gotta go to bed? Not a problem. Thank you very much for coming along and joining the raid. Lucy Irish, hello. Hype! Have a wonderful evening with whatever else you may be doing, and hopefully we'll catch you here again. Like I say, we'll be playing through every Tomb Raider game, so if Tomb Raider's your thing, be sure to come on back. Where do I go now? There is going to be a lot of that in these games, though. Just so you know, there is going to be a lot of. Where am I? And where do I go? We opened up Damocles, so let's check out Damocles next. This is some nostalgia right here. It sure is, isn't it? It's just... Ah, Damocles. Gotcha. The swords are hanging over my head and I feel like somebody's going to be cutting the thread. Oh, woe is me. My life is a mystery. But one thing is, I'm sure I'm at the start of a pretty big downer. Okay, so what? I just run through the room, I guess? Okay, well that... They're not dropping. But I don't know if I should be tempting fate by continuing to run underneath them. Because it's going to come back and bite me at some point. I'm sure of it. It always does. Complacency is a slow and insidious killer, especially when swords are suspended sky high above your head. Plenty of beautiful sibilance right there, getting that S alliteration in. Super sharp skyward suspended swords. Slung slightly downwards. Okay, doors open. What do you got for me? Anything in here? Posture check. Oh, we're going to need it. Concentration is going to be key, I have a... Ah, talking of keys. I planned that. We got ourselves another one. Can I jump up from here? Is that accessible? It is! Some shotgun shells for me, thank you. And a medipack as well. You'll love it, thank you. Still would be really nice if they could give me the gun for it, though. I have got shotgun shells, magnum clips, and Uzi clips. And I've had them for about 5 levels now. But still, I've not managed to track down the actual guns. So, this is what's going to be known in the speedrunning community as a pistol. Excuse me. I'd like to speak to Tomb Raider's manager. That sword came through the wall. I'm not very happy with the service that I have been receiving today. Could we... I'm going to reload because I disagree with that. Maybe it was a trap. I have no doubt. I'm sure it is. I'm sure as we run out, the swords will fall. I just don't understand why it came through the wall. Why? You can't do that. That's an illegal move. And I'm not going to stand for it. Oh, they're all coming for me. Okay. I'll accept the damage from those two because I was out in the open. That's fine. I'll take that. Sean coming in for the lurk. How was the football? Did it go well? I hope it did, but I'm going to presume it didn't. Oh, it's over. Am I missing something here in the Damocles room? Maybe we just need to peg it. Just literally bolt. Like Disney's bolt, but better. This is not the way this room is supposed to be done. I can 99% guarantee it. Darn it. Not great? I didn't think so. That's the problem with Arsenal. They just try and walk it in. Rip indeed. Am I American? No, I'm not. Born and bred in the UK. The closest I have come is I spent 7 months living in Canada. And have been on holiday to the US a few times, but I am not American. I could pretend to be if it'll make things easier, but it's been a while since I've had to do an American accent for so long, so it might not be as good as it could be. My dono thing is in dollars, is it? I think it's just because Streamlabs and Twitch is an American company. Uh-oh. What have I done? Oh. Oh no. Glitched. Broken it. We're alive. We're dead. It might be. I don't know. I've not really looked into that part of it. I kind of just clicked the buttons to set it up, but I don't think I actually looked into the finer points. Okay, let's try and do that again. Glitching the game sort of worked a little bit for us there. So maybe just bug it out a bit more, maybe? Lara? Are you willing and able? Okay. Invisible wall time? We're not here for invisible walls. Can we... Lara, we did it once, you can do it again. You did it once, you can do it again. I believe. Lara! Darn it! Game's like, I ain't gonna let you get away with that twice in a row. It's gonna make me just run, isn't it? Oh, woof, close. Persistence is key. Maybe that's it. Look at these swords. Who do these swords think they are coming in at me from all angles like this? Ooh, close. But no cigar! Even less cigars. We've done it. Persistence is key. I thought we were going to fall to our deaths. Persistence is key indeed. We've made it. I'm an absolute idiot. Don't talk to me. Oh, from the beginning again. Okay. Like, I can see where they are. There are, other than the fact that they're quite visible, I can see the shadows on the ground. Is this one? That one is still going to drop. Okay. That one wasn't turning like the others, so I thought it might have stayed suspended, but... Okay. This time, do the same but better. Got you, okay. Maybe we're kind of looking at this wrong. Maybe I just kind of like... Maybe we just need to step by step and we will be fine. Rather than pegging it all the way through, let's just casually walk. Allow the swords to fall. And they shall do so, but land just in front of our noses. Rather, be careful, rather than impaling us at a dodgy angle. There we go. That's how you do it. Gonna remind myself to put a save down this time. So that this time, no stupid mistakes. Think you mean in front of our cone shit? Yes, exactly. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, I see you. You want some? Nobody else sees you, but I do because of the game. Oh, there was the shot right there. If you wanted it, there you go. Just coming in. Woof! Watch it. You'd have someone's eye out. Quite literally. Let me up. Let me up. There's a gunman down there. I see you. Don't think I don't, because I do. Neptune hath been opened. Where is Neptune? I don't feel like we've passed it on the way down yet. Was that Thor? That's Thor. We don't need to go that way. Damocles we've just come from. The entire Bermuda Triangle, right? Oh! It's because it's really cold. If it wasn't so cold, they wouldn't be so rigid and we probably would have been able to make that jump. We just got hooked underneath. And that was the end of that. Easy, easy, easy. He's under control now. She looks like a dead spider when she falls to She just collapses into a pile on the floor. And that's the end of our heroine. This guy needs to maybe just, like, calm down a little bit? I'm not quite sure what we've done to upset him and why he's so keen on lining our lungs with lead, but whatever it is we did to him must have been pretty bad. You got me another medkit right there. That's good. Well, actually, you know what? We could probably make a case for using that right now, so I'm going to take it. Great big sigh of relief. You and me both. No. Where are you shooting from? It's inconsequential. We fell. You know what? There's the satisfaction. Yeah, shoot me a load as well. I like how the camera pans over when she bends. I feel like they may have specifically engineered the game's camera to be a little bit more provocative than it should have been. You know, Lara Croft was... or the Tomb Raider games, I should say, were marketed quite heavily in the early days on Lara Croft's sex appeal. So it's probably not too much of a leap to say that the camera was specifically designed to move in such a way so that it pans over her triangular wave assets. As the games get more and more modern, they do get a more and more natural shape. But they do also grow. For better or for worse. Jump! Nice. Bats we don't care for. It's just our friend down there with the massive gun. Oh, no, it's not a massive gun, it's just two smaller guns. Well, no, I pressed the button again. Oh. And now the game's crashed. That's the problem with running Tomb Raider 1, is that it runs in DOSBox and it is phenomenally fragile and crashes very, very easily. It looks like the place you're trying to build in Minecraft. You know what? That's all of the old games are incredibly blocky. That's just the level design engine that they had. It's great. It's a great way to design it, but yeah. Maybe I could do that. Try and recreate a Tomb Raider set in the game. Maybe. Anyways, although the game has crashed, it actually came at a relatively opportune moment because it is now 10 PM and that is our stream cap for this evening. So actually it came at a relatively okay time. So, you should play GTA San Andreas. I've got some of the GTA games as well. Let me check what ones I've got. Funny enough, I've got San Andreas, I've got GTA 3 and Vice City as well. The only downside to the GTA games at the moment is whilst DMCA is still so grey and badly enforced, I don't want to venture too much into GTA because the radio channels are just gonna instantly tank a VOD. So I'm reluctant to move into GTA for the time being, but it's on my list of stuff to do. And with this massive Tomb Raider project, we're going to be... Oh my god, what did I just do to my hair? Stop that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, with this Tomb Raider project, we're going to be here for quite a while. So GTA is on the list, but it's going to be quite a while before we get there. Anyways, we're going to move on with the evening. We're going to pass the love on. We're going to go and drop in with the 8th one who's playing Valorant this evening, by the looks of it. Your hair is the mood right now. just a weird quiff. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but today it's just really a life of its own. It's got more volume than it's ever had, and I don't get it. Anyways, enough distraction. We're going to go and spread the love over to the 8th one, who's playing Valorant. Sorry, he's playing Valorant. Put the manly voice on. Get rid of the vocal crack. Sorry, the the vocal crack. What's wrong with me? As always, everybody, thank you so much for coming and for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you to Shiv for raiding and all the raiders for joining in. Very much appreciated. Thank you for dropping by. And for the bits that people have been kind enough to drop as well. It's always very much appreciated. If you are new here and you haven't done so already, maybe you'd want to consider hitting the follow button, especially if you're into Tomb Raider. Like I say, we're going to be playing every single one. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to do that. So yeah, give the follow button a whack if you want to carry on. We also have the Tac Pack Discord, which is available right there. You can come along and join us and chat off stream. If you've missed any of the VODs or you want to catch up, there are also all being uploaded to my YouTube channel, and the link for that is right there as well. Other than that, though, I don't think I've got anything else. As I said, thank you everyone for coming by and hanging out, and hopefully I will see you again soon. We will be back tomorrow night, 7 PM GMT, to take on Pokemon Gold. Having really loads of fun with that game. So if you're not doing anything, feel free to come on by, hang out, and help me catch Pokemon I don't know how to pronounce in a world I don't know, because I've never played Pokemon Gold either. If not, then maybe at some point next week as well. Gonna love and leave, guys. Got an interview tomorrow. Good luck with your interview. I hope it goes very well. The very best of luck. Great stream. Love to hear it. Let's go off and raid the 8th one. And hopefully I will see you all there. Everybody. Oh, the counter just reset. Does anyone know how to Twitch? Been doing this for nearly a year and I still don't know what the buttons do. Oh well. Everybody, thank you. I will catch you all soon. Take care. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.